It is, that's our pacemaker, Chanel Price, and she'll be asked to set a good pace for Laura Muir, who's again in great form. We'll be hoping she can go to Rio and really contend. Sifan Hassan, who won a medal, of course, last year, has had injury problems this year, trying to get back into top form. Good British representation. Steph Twell and Ailish McColgan running the 5,000 in Rio, dropping down to 1,500 here. The Australian Lyndon Hall, who's had a cracking year so far this year. Laura Waitman, of course, will join Laura Muir at the Olympic Games. Barta from Sweden, again one who flips between 1,500 and the 5,000 metres. And then Morgan Husseini, Maureen Costa from Netherlands, and Mbai from Ethiopia right on the inside. Charlene Thomas was due to run, but sadly taken ill, so not starting. Still with 15 athletes in the field, the women's 1,500 metres. And the likes of the two British representatives in Rio, a big opportunity to get a confidence-boosting performance in. So Chanel Price has been asked to take them through in around 2.8, so she'll probably go something like 63, 65. She's pretty experienced at that, and not surprisingly, Laura Muir has slotted straight in behind her. Beans Business had a great run in Oslo. Paula and Laura Waitman and Laura Muir, I think, got into a messy race in Stockholm. They'll be hoping that doesn't happen here tonight, you know, when the pacemaker went out and then everybody gathered together. So I suspect we might see the two of them trying to clear out a little bit more tonight.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Chanel Price is very experienced. She was the pacemaker for the world record with Gentaveda Barber in Monaco last year, and she knows how to run the even-paced couple of laps that they need to string out the field. And with a field of this size, you need it to be strung out as well. And it's good to see Laura Muir running positively, running aggressively, and Laura Waitman moving up to get onto her shoulder. Just behind there, you've got Lyndon Hall, who's been running so well this year, and Amanda Eccleston moving there into fourth place. Another heartbreaking missed out on, another one missed out on Olympic selection in probably the story of the US trials following Brenda Martinez's fall. But she's obviously running to capitalise on the form that she's in this year and to come out and race the rest of the season, as is Morgan Husseini further back, fifth in those trials.
Sifan Hassan just starting to move a little closer. Hassan, who had such a brilliant last couple of years, and with one or two, well, a big injury problem with her hamstring since the World Indoor Championships in March, but starting to come back to some sort of form now. A bit of a gap starting to appear here as Laura Muir hangs on to Chanel Price. The others look a little bit reticent to go after Laura Muir, so that gap starting to be created. So Sifan Hassan deciding, right, I'm after the Scot, as they come round with 2 laps to go. Laura Muir following Chanel Price. It's a reasonably quick pace here.
Sifan Hassan moving quickly to close that gap, and obviously she recognises the danger. Laura Muir is a top-class athlete, 5th in the World Championships last year, but she's done this before, go out hard behind the pacemaker, and she's carried it through in Oslo. We've seen that. She has the capacity to do that and the capabilities. Sifan Hassan recognising that and moving up to close the gap. We look at Laura Waitman just a few places further back there, also working to close that gap, as is Maureen Costa there.
So Laura Muir leading, Sifan Hassan, then Korea, the diminutive Kenyan, then Laura Waitman in 4th place. Maureen Costa just moving up, but Laura Muir just putting her foot down a little bit here and trying to move away from the field, and only Hassan going with her. Sifan Hassan, the world indoor champion, as I said, who'd been struggling with these injuries, now starting to come back to her best, and these two well clear as Waitman moves into 3rd with Barta of Sweden starting to come up, and Laura Muir attacking this from the front, and the crowd trying to lift her. These two a good 10 metres clear of the field as they take the bell.
Yeah, Laura Muir has prepared well for this race. She's prepared up at altitude, as has Laura Waitman. She's been down and raced in 800 metres in Padua, which went well, very close to her personal best, and you can see the way she's attacking that. She knows who's sat on her shoulder, but she also knows that she's in shape this year, and she has the capabilities to hold off Sifan Hassan this year.
Well, this really is aggressive running from Laura Muir. Down the back straight, she's opened up. Look at the grit that she's showing here. The teeth there bared as she fights to pull away from Sifan Hassan, and she's managing to do it. It really is a stunning run. Sifan Hassan gives it up, looks behind. She's well clear in 2nd place, but Laura Muir coming into the home straight, and this is a massive massive performance from her. She's heading for a very quick time here as well. Laura Muir will be clock watching all the way down here. She's got this race won, that's for sure. And Laura Muir, a long, long way ahead. Is she good run in the 4 minutes? It's a massive performance. 3:57.51, and that is a new British record, I think, if it gets confirmed. Kelly Holmes has been obliterated from the best of all-time British athletes by Laura Muir of Scotland and Great Britain. The 23-year-old was so strong on that last lap. Yes, it's a meeting record, but have you ever seen, Paula, the strength coupled with the speed, obviously, but she was aggressive from the start, and what a reward for her. 3:57.49, it's official, a new British record for Laura Muir. Absolutely brilliant.
That was a really, really scintillating run, and it's so good to see her getting the enjoyment from that as well, because she really worked hard for that. I mean, we said at the beginning of this programme what a phenomenal talent she is, and the capabilities that she has to take that step up to a medalist at the Olympic Games, and I think she has really just underlined that here tonight, and the manner that she did it as well, the way that she worked hard, holding off Sifan Hassan. Yes, we know maybe this year Sifan Hassan isn't as strong as she's been in previous years. She's suffered with injuries in the beginning of this season, but around this bend, let's look at the determination on the face of Laura Muir, and there's the look back from Sifan Hassan, and she's checking, is she clear, because she knows that this race is now lost for her. There's no going back to Laura Muir, who had the crowd on their feet, roaring her on. They recognised that this was going to be fast here tonight. They maybe didn't realise that she was going to quite eclipse that record of Kelly Holmes, and she won't have done until she crossed the line, because you can just see the way she's just pulling her body towards that line, trying to get every last inch of energy out of it, and she won't have looked up at the clock. She's just happy there that she's beaten Sifan Hassan, and it will be later that it hit her just how fast she's run.
Well, it's all about Laura Muir. Some decent runs behind. Laura Waitman was 4th in a season's best, a lot of season's best. Ailish McColgan with a big personal best, 4:3. What confidence for her, nearly as quick as her mum, who ran a pretty quick 1500 many, many years ago. And so she'll be delighted with that. But, you know, they'll have their own, all those other athletes, their reasons to be pleased, but none more than Laura Muir, the new British record holder. Say that again, the new British record holder, quicker than Kelly Holmes. Laura Muir, 3:57.49.
So brave, so bold, so confident, absolutely amazing. And Laura, you had to ask me, it was a British record, wasn't it? And the confirmation from Steve up in the commentary box and everybody around the stadium, yes, you've beaten the mark held by Kelly Holmes. What a run.
Thank you. I knew I was in really good shape, and I just wanted to go out there and just do it justice, and I didn't want to hang back. I wanted to really just test myself, see what I could do, and I thought I was about 4 minutes shape, but to get the record, well, I'm just so shocked. Yeah.
Well, you went early and you looked absolutely brilliant down the back straight with about 2:50 to go. You pulled away from Hassan, and could you feel the energy of the crowd willing you on? You were getting an incredible response.
Oh, definitely. I mean, to run home soil is amazing, but to run an Olympic Stadium at an event like this, it's just amazing. And I'm just so glad I could set the British record here at London Olympic Stadium. I'm just over the moon.
Well, when you finished celebrating, and rightly so, about tonight, there's the prospect of Rio, and this confirms you are without doubt in the shape of your life, and there will be a big opportunity for you in Brazil.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, my first Olympics, so I'm just over the moon to be going there, but Olympics is completely different to something like this. It's a completely tactical race. It's going to be slow, it's going to be scrappy, but I'm as ready as I can be, so I'm just looking forward to it.
For now, just celebrate a brilliant British record. Well done.
Yeah, cheers, thank you.
Well, what a night we're all having, but for Laura Muir, this will be something she will remember for the rest of her life. A great setting in the Olympic Stadium here. A meeting record, but more importantly, a British record, 3:57.49. A host of season's best behind. Hassan was second, much better from her. Barter just pipped Laura Waitman for third spot by 400. And as I said, Ailish McColgan with a big personal best, 4:3.74.